Right, hello everyone and welcome to Family Sunday School. This is Family Sunday School number 2. This is all of us, the Sacre family. Lydia. This is Zoe.
And that's Philip and Mummy / Mummy.
Hello.
And I'm Phil. Yes, we're still on the bigger question and answers. It's question number 2 today, which is why am I here? And we're going to be thinking all about that question, and I hope that we enjoyed the last time. And we've got some prayers, we've got some songs, we've got some activity time. So this is all about helping us to learn more about God and to think more about Him. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a song, Tiny Little Me, which I know a lot of people, this is their favourite. I think this is Zoe's favourite song, and I hope that you really like it as well. And we did this one last time as well, so I hope that by now you're beginning to learn it and beginning to know it. This is called Tiny Little Me.
I'm tiny, I'm tiny, I'm tiny little me.
All right. And if you've got any instruments there at home, we've got some instruments here. If you've got any instruments there at home, you might want to pick one up and join in as well. Have you ever wondered how the God who made the universe and all the plants and creatures that you have ever seen, the planets, stars, the moon and sun, is watching over everyone and still has time for God made crocodiles and God made goodness me.
Quite so high at the end.
Ow!
That was a good song. That's one of our favourites, that song is. So I think Libby's a bit exhausted already. Well, now, can anyone remember last month's memory verse?
Yeah.
Okay, Lydia, would you like to have a go at remembering last month's memory verse? Now, just pause there for a second. If you can remember it, then well done. If you want to send us any videos of saying last month's memory verse or this month's memory verse, send them over to me. You can send them over on, I'll put my email address down there. You can send them over to me or send them via the Facebook page or the Great Paxton Facebook page or whatever. And, just leave a comment, whatever, and send them over to me. We can include them as part of next month's Family Sunday School, okay? So, right, Lydia, you say you can remember it, okay? So, go.
I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139. No, I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
That's
Psalm
right.
139.
Verse 14.
That's right. I think you're absolutely right. Well done. That was very, very well done. Okay, well,
Yeah.
today we've got a memory verse today as well, but that will come a bit later on in our service.
For me.
So, what we're going to do is I'm just going to read us the question and answer and the introduction from our book. So each sort of session has got a question and answer and a little bit about it. And so this is what it says. Question: why am I here? The answer is, God gave me life so that I could live for him. God did not need to make you. You might never have been alive. But God wanted you to have life. When you were tiny, God cared for you. He has been looking after you ever since. He wants you to live for him. God really cares about you. God really cares about you. Well, we're going to have a Bible reading now which talks about how God has cared all about us since, well, every day, even since when we were small, and God cares for us every day.
And there's going to be
And
pictures
Lydia-
of me.
That's right, Lydia she's going to read it now.
And there's a very famous someone in there.
All right, but Lydia, Lydia has made some pictures as well, which we're going to put on after this. So the pictures will appear on the screen as well as Lydia reads it. This is Psalm 23.
A song of David. The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need. He gives me rest in green pastures. He leads me to calm water. He gives me new strength. For the Lord of his name, He leads me on paths that are right. Even if I walk through a very dark valley, I will not be afraid, because you are with me. Your rod and your shepherd's staff comfort me. You prepare a meal for me in front of my enemies. You pour oil of blessing on my head. You give me more than I could hold. Surely your goodness and love will be with me all my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever.
Okay, thank you, Lydia. That's really good reading, and you've got,
I
you've
hope
got your
you
bookmark
like
down here.
the pictures.
There we go. There's your bookmark. And yes, we hope that the pictures are as yet to be completed as we record this, but by the time we watch it, you shall have seen them. So, right, we're going to sing a song now, which is all about that. It's based on the words of that psalm, and it's called "The Lord's My Shepherd," and it's a really nice, it's a lovely song. A modern arrangement of that psalm. So, if you've got an instrument, perhaps you might want to play it a bit more quietly. And this is a sort of quiet song, not a really loud song. This is a nice quiet song. The Lord's my shepherd. The Lord's my shepherd, I'll not want. He makes me lie in pastures green. He leads me by the still waters. His goodness dear stars. I will not fear the evil one, for you are with me, and your rod and staff are the comfort I need to know. And I will trust in you alone. And I will trust in you alone. For your endless mercy follows me. Your goodness will lead me home.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Right. Thank you very much for helping me with singing.
And thank you for secreting me.
Well, we're going to have some talking time now, and the talking time on is, as you may remember from last week, is where you can pause the video and have a bit of a time discussing and chatting things with your grown-ups or whoever in your family is there with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some questions to talk about, and then I'll put them up on the screen for 10 seconds. You pause the video, have a chat, and then see what we come up with. Okay? So questions are: ask your parents or your grown-ups, whoever, to tell you about what you were like when you were small.
I can tell Zoe.
Think about, so that's question 1. Question 2, think about all the things that God has given you which show that He cares for you. What things can you think of which show that God cares for you? And question 3, what can you do to show that you are living for God? What can you do to show that you're living for God? Okay, so those are...
Go to church.
Okay, well, I think we've heard a few answers there from Lydia, so I'm going to put those questions on the screen. Have a little think about that now, okay? And then we'll come back in once you've unpaused the video. Okay, well, it's time for our memory verse now, and our memory verse this time is, you gave me life and showed me kindness. Job chapter 10 verse 12. You, that's God, gave me life and showed me kindness. So I thought perhaps we could just do, again, some very simple actions to say, you gave me life and showed me kindness. So God, gave me life, so we point to ourselves, and then showed me kindness, we put our hands on our heart. Okay, and that's Job chapter 10, verse 12. 12.
That sounds so easy, Daddy.
Shall we do that all together?
A short one this week.
It's another short one. They're not all short, but this one is nice and short, okay? It's good because it means you might remember it. So let's do it. Let's do it all together, okay? You gave me life and showed me kindness. Job chapter 10, verse 12. Do that one more time all together. You gave me life and showed me kindness. Job chapter 10, verse 12. Okay, and just a reminder that if you record a video of yourself doing that, we can include that, or get someone to record a video of you doing that. We can include that as part of next month's Family Sunday School. Okay, we're going to sing again now, and I think we did this song last time as well. My God is so big! And I think Lydia's going to come and help us do the actions as well. And perhaps Zoe can help do the actions too. You just come down here. And this is one which a lot of people know really well, okay? Okay, my God is so big, and you have to shout out big! Okay, let's go. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing that he cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing that he cannot do. Now it's time for our action time, and this is I've got again some activities for you to do with your grown-ups or whoever it is round you're watching with. So these activities, I'll put them on the screen, and you can go and see if you can do them, and we'll show you some of the things that we've come up with afterwards. So the actions are: see if you can find any pictures of when you were a baby. What did your parents do to take care of you then? So find pictures of you as a baby. What did your mum and dad do to take care of you? Write down things you can do that let others know that you are living for God. So what do you think you can do that show that you're living for God? Maybe write down some thoughts about that. And the final thing is, think about a time when you did something that showed you weren't living for God, and tell God that you're sorry. Because we know that we don't always do the right thing, do we? So we can always say sorry to God. So think about a time when you didn't do the right thing, and say sorry to God. So again, we'll have a few minutes on that. Just pause the video, and we'll show you what we come up with in a minute.
So for our activity, we were looking at some pictures of when Lydia and Zoe were babies, and we've got two really special pictures here that were actually painted by Lydia and Zoe's granddad. So here's Lydia, and here's Zoe, and I think he's captured them really well. There's another picture here that was given to us by Lydia's godmother, and this shows Lydia when she was really tiny. I think she was 2 days old, and don't we look really happy? And here's a lovely picture of Zoe when she was a little bit older and looking very chubby. We've put this one in a special baptism frame that we were given because we thought it was a really lovely one.
Okay, so now we're going to have a prayer time, and it's one of the Chase family is going to lead us in our prayer today. So let's bow our heads and pray. Okay.
Let's pray. Dear God, thank you for making me and giving me life. Please help me to live for you. Thank you for caring for me and looking after me. Help me to be caring too. Amen.
Our last song, everyone, is I'm Following the King, which is one of our favourites that we do at church. And there are some actions to this as well. Lydia, would you like to help us do the actions? And Zoe?
Yeah.
Help us do the actions? I'm Following the King.
Yeah.
And this is a really, really good one, okay? Shall we say a final prayer? Okay, so let's hands together. Dear Lord, please help us to live for you this week and to live in all the ways that you want us to. Please help us and be with us as we go from here. In Jesus' name, Amen.
Amen. Should we do a big amen?
Amen. We'll be back here next month for Family Sunday School Part 3. Hope to see you then.
That was so good. I really don't know what I'm going to do now, but bye.
Right.